Prepare to launch your dreams. Discover a standalone opportunity built on quality, honesty, and integrity. We have all seen the deception and trickery that many companies have used in the past. The ladders to climb and the hoops to jump through was more like a circus than a grand plan to be financial free. Our mission is to bring integrity back to free enterprise. There is a lot to be admired here, and many things to be thankful for, like no out-of-pocket expense, no inventory, no parties or meetings away from home. Free Mart is a free profit-sharing shopping club with a vision to heal the earth and improve your quality of living. Free Mart is not a network marketing or direct sales company or business in the sense that we are all too familiar with. It's simple. Just think for a moment. The act of kindness. How many times have you told someone about a great sale, a good movie, or a fine restaurant? Freely sharing great things is natural for most of us, and yet we don't expect to be rewarded for doing so, even though you were instrumental in generating additional profits for them, right? Now imagine receiving on a regular basis profit sharing from big box stores that carry eco-friendly product, effective nutritional, agricultural minerals, just to name a few. Free Mart has the momentum to be that big. Our experts have purposely structured a company unlike anything that has ever been done before. This is remarkable history. The momentum is building in global markets, with people from all walks of life who share the Free Mart story. As a first-of-its-kind industry innovator, Free Mart gives you a lifetime membership and all the support you need to be receiving company profits. Most importantly, there is never any obligation for you to purchase a product in order to get paid. Members buy products because they want to, not because they have to. Free Mart is committed to bringing members premium, state-of-the-art products and services. Free Mart will continue to stay ahead of the curve in the coming months and years, providing exclusive, life-changing products, great service, with incredible value exclusive only to Free Mart. This is how it works. You receive rewards when any member you refer or they refer makes a product purchase. It extends even further. When your referred member shares this amazing opportunity with others, you receive generous bonuses and rewards from a unique Fast Start bonus program and 9-level pay plan. As you well know, this has unlimited potential for part-time or serious full-time income. Share the Free Mart story and join the club where we are mission-based and commission naturally follows. Free Mart could be your golden ticket to the freedom you've been searching for. Take advantage of this phenomenal business model that's in place and meet our team of experts willing to help you right now. Get back to the member that shared this video with you and secure your position today.
Great and awesome opportunity called Shop Free Mart. We thank you for being a part of this, and we want you to get involved and become a part of our team, our networking team, our power team, called Quick Get In. So go online to www.quickgetin and become a member today. You notice that I'm wearing my red today? Yeah, it's that time of the year, my favorite time of the year. the Christmas season where we get to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And, it's exciting for me because it really, you can feel the excitement in the air. You can feel the joy, the excitement of all the stuff that's going on. So much to the point where people get carried away with all the all the commercial stuff and everything else, and forgetting about the real reason for the season. But today I'm wearing my red because I want you to know I'm excited about being a part of this season where we can really focus and think about our Savior being born and coming to this earth to be here for us. So I have an exciting show for us today. Unbelievable show. I got a wonderful guest that's going to just blow your minds and share some very personal things in her life that she's been able to accomplish and do, and how she wants to take this to the whole world. So I want to thank all my friends all the way in the Bahamas, my classmates from the St. Augustus class of 78, my family back in Freeport. Guys, shout out to you all. I appreciate you all supporting everything else. My friends in the UK, Jan and Aretha, thank you for being a part of the show and tuning in and listening to what and hearing what we're talking about and being a part of it. We're just excited to have you here today. All over the world, we have people listening, over 148 countries, 160 countries are tuning in and listening to this broadcast today. So we're thankful for you for being here. And the whole purpose of this show, just so you know, is because I heard a quote by Dr. Miles Monroe, and he said, "We are too busy making a living instead of focusing on making a difference." Making a difference. That is what we're called to do. That is what our purpose is in life, is to go out there and make a difference in other people's lives. He hasn't given us all these talents and gifts and abilities and blessings like Shop Free Mart to just keep it to ourselves. And so we're hoping that you can just be a part of what we do. If you're not a part of Shop Free Mart yet, let me tell you a little bit about it. It's an awesome opportunity where you, anyone, I don't care how old you are, how young you are, how educated you are, how uneducated you are, how healthy or unhealthy you are, and especially if you're unhealthy, you need to take a look at this. This opportunity is for you. Let me tell you why. You can literally start a business that you can turn into a multi-million-dollar business without spending one dime. Yes, there's no cost to get involved. There is absolutely no pressure or expectation for you to get on a monthly auto ship where you have to buy products that come into your house on a regular basis, money coming out of your account every month that's not there allocated for that. You had it for something else, but all of a sudden, swoop, the money's gone, and you're wondering what happened. Well, they pull the money to get that product that you have that auto ship on. Shop Free Mart, which was created by a wonderful gentleman by the name of John Austin, said, you know what, get away with all those tricks, get away with all those negativity. Let's bring honor back to this industry. Let's bring honor back to free enterprise and the network marketing, and just eliminate all those things. And it's been attracting people like crazy, ladies and gentlemen. We are having people coming on board who are seeing the light and realizing that, you know what, I was looking for an opportunity like this. You mean I don't have to pay anything to get involved. I don't have to buy a product unless I want to. And then to top it off, it has the absolute best products out there, the top of the line. I call it the creme de la creme when it comes to products that actually do what the body needs it to do. It actually hydrates our body. It actually gives our immune system a boost so that we can fight away all these diseases that we're being bombarded with every day, with the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, all these things, just the atmosphere, we're just killing us daily. What Shop Free Mart has is an arsenal of products that will actually help your body come into homeostasis, into equilibrium, to build up that immune system, to fight off these diseases. So we have products like hydration water, IEE. We have the Vitalize. We have new products that are coming on board every single day that to help your body be healthy. Because it doesn't matter how much money in the world you make. If you don't have your health, everything means nothing. So that's what we're all about. We're about making a difference in our lives, our family lives, but we have a bigger goal than that. And our guest today, who I'm so anxious to get on, but just bear with me a little bit longer. I really want to get her going. I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. You're really in for a treat. But I have some exciting news. Not only is it Christmas season, but also I've found a sponsor for the show. by a company called MCS Telecom. And I want you to take a time and go and take a look at this company. So this show today is brought to you for the first time by MCS Telecom. Finally, no more monthly phone bills. You are able to call into 92 countries at this time with more to come. You can talk as often as you want, talk as long as you want. All the details, go to www.mcstelecom.com/1452. Let me repeat that, www.mcstelecom.com/1452, and then at the end put HTML. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastic show for you today. And again, thank you for MCS for sponsoring this show. And we look forward to doing some great and phenomenal things with you moving forward in the future. I know we have some other guests that are on the line, and we hope you to continue to support us and come in every week and be a part of the show. We also believe that what you have to offer is significant, and we're looking forward to hearing you come on these shows as we move into the future. I want to make a real quick announcement before we introduce our special guest for today. And that announcement is that, as you know, next week, Tuesday, happens to fall on December 25th, where a lot of people celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So that's Christmas Day. So we will not be here live. However, we will be broadcasting on that day. And you can tune in if you're free, and if you want to send someone to that to the gmap1.com, and they can listen in to hear a little bit about what we're doing, and they can also become a part of Shop Free Mart at that time as well. So again, next Tuesday, that will be the 25th. We will not be here live, but we will be broadcasting on that day. Secondly, the Tuesday after that happens to be the first of the year. Can you believe that the end of the year is gone? 2018 is over with, and we're moving into 2019. How many of you believe 2019 is going to be your year? I'm believing that. I believe it's going to be a phenomenal year, not just for me personally, but for many people I'm going to get a chance to get involved with and interact with and get a chance to impart some very positive things into. This is going to be your year, 2019. Look forward to it. Get excited about it. But on that day, the first day of the year, 2019, is also on a Tuesday. So for that day, we will not be here live, but we will be broadcasting. So again, if you have the time and you want to send somebody to gmap1.com, they can listen in and hear one of our pre-recorded calls. I will say this, the next weekend, which will be the 8th, we will be back live. And we have some phenomenal shows set up for you and ready to go every Tuesday after that, going into January and February and March. You're going to hear some exciting interviews with individuals, leaders, part of what we're doing here at Shop Free Mart and Quick Get In. You're going to hear some testimonials about the products that are being used. You're going to learn how you can be rewarded for being a part of this awesome company. Again, by signing up for free, by not committing to doing anything except, buying the products that you want, buying the products that you need, sharing it with your friends and family. And how simple could it be? But you're going to hear testimonies of products that people are using and getting great results on. You're going to hear, again, how we are rewarded. You're going to hear from leaders that are doing some phenomenal things and touching other people's lives. So expect that going into next year. It's going to be an exciting broadcast. So we want you to invite all your friends every Tuesday into the new year. Every Tuesday, 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern, and then you calculate that for wherever you're at a part of the world. I know in England it's probably about 5, 6 o'clock p.m. In Uganda, where I just came back from, it's probably about 8 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock in the evening. We want you to tune in and be a part of this wonderful show. Okay. I'm still, on pins and needles right now because I know what you're going to experience and what you're about to hear is going to be exciting, is going to be phenomenal. And so I am going to invite you to just be a part of something special today. I'm going to have an interview with a very, very, very special lady. And I'm going to give you a little bit, tell you a little bit about her, but I don't want to steal her thunder because I want her to tell her story herself so you can hear directly from her. But the individual I'm referring to is the one and only, and I'm going to give you all the names. All the names. Dr. Tassel, Crystal, Elaine, Hare, Daly. Did you get that? I told Tassel, I said, Tassel, you know, someone with that many names has got to be very important. So you must come from royalty. And so I call her the queen of Shop Free Mart. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about this wonderful person. Very good friend of mine. She has over 30 years experience in the referral marketing industry and over 40 years in the educational field. If you were to see a picture of her, which you may be seeing on the screen pretty soon, you wouldn't think she has that many years. She must have started teaching when she was 2. But she has 40 years experience in the educational field. Her colleagues describe her as a very knowledgeable person, a recruiting machine, and an internet marketing guru. Her passion for this industry placed her in the $1 Million Club of one of the businesses she was in the past. Tassel holds several degrees in education, including a Master of Science degree in Educational Leadership, summa cum laude. Ooh, my goodness, that means she was the #1 in her class. And an honorary doctoral degree in Religious Studies. She is the recipient of 2 outstanding international awards for charity. Another of Tassel's passion is writing. She edited several published books for a known author and is an author herself. She has 5 published books. It's my pleasure and my honor to share with you and introduce to some the wonderful Dr. Tassel Daly. Tassel, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much. Good day, everyone. It's my pleasure to be on the GMAP1 radio show today. Thank you again, Mr. Jarvis, for having me as a special guest.
Oh, you are special, Tassel, and I'm looking forward to hearing of your story and hearing about what you're doing with Shop Free Mart and how you're doing it, what you're doing it, the lives you're touching. I know there's so much to talk about, so let's just start off by telling me a little bit about yourself. Let our audience know who this Dr. Tassel Daly is.
Okay. I am Tassel Daly. I'm shortening my name here. You know, I am a Caribbean American, so to speak, and a Crown Ambassador with Shop Free Mart. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, lived in the Cayman Islands for many years, and now a citizen of the USA. My background is in education. I have held several leadership positions in several countries where I taught. I'm also an advocate for the poor, and I'm very passionate about enhancing the lives of many. I'm also a certified life coach. In 1984, while residing in the beautiful Cayman Islands, I was introduced to network marketing by my daughter's teacher. Since then, I have been involved in several different companies. In several of these companies, I did very well, and as you mentioned earlier, I was also a member of the $1 Million Club of a particular company. However, one day I stumbled upon a company that was free to join. The words free to join and free to earn caught my attention. In all my over 30 years of experience in the direct sales industry, I had never heard this, so I joined for free. Ladies and gentlemen, the company I'm talking about is none other than Shop Free Mart. 9 months after joining Shop Free Mart, I made the decision to share Shop Free Mart with the world. Shop Free Mart is in 120 countries presently. I chose this company above the rest for many unique reasons, and I'm going to name just a few of them. Now, Shop Free Mart is a new philosophy in business that includes a free-to-join membership club with profit sharing that sets us apart from all other companies. This company shares up to 90% of its profits with its members. Here's the good news. Membership is free. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's free. There's never an obligation to purchase products in order to earn commissions. You earn commissions when the persons you invite to join Shop Free Mart purchase products.
Right.
Next, there's no auto ship, monthly fees, or backup orders. Absolutely no credit card information is kept on file. The products are extremely pure and highly concentrated in order to give its members the best product experience possible. Now, John Osteen, our founder, is a man of high integrity with over 53 years experience in this industry. He has developed the best compensation plan the world has ever seen. And I'm telling you, when my sponsor, George Foster, which I give credit, George, if you're hearing me, thank you so much for introducing to me Shop Free Mart. I spoke with him and I said, I don't like what I'm seeing here, 1% at the top and so forth and so on. I was never ever seen this before. I was experienced by hearing that, you need to get the bigger pay at the top.
Right.
But John has turned the compensation plan upside down. And until you really understand how it works, you might not understand what I'm telling you. It's the best ever, because having been in so many different companies and having experienced so many different compensation plans, this is nothing. Nothing can be compared with this one. So I'm encouraging everyone to take a closer look at our compensation plan and come on board. Now for these reasons, I have made the decision 14 months ago to make Shop Free Mart my full-time income opportunity, and I'm enjoying the journey. I'm sure enjoying the journey today, because Shop Free Mart is for everyone. Because it is free to join and free to earn, everyone has equal opportunity to earn whatever income they choose to earn. Yes. Everyone needs good products to experience optimum health. With our free-to-earn philosophy, this is possible for everyone. So whether you are rich or whether you are poor, Shop Free Mart is for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is a good point, Tassel. I was just taking a look at this, and I said, you know what? Who really would be attracted to this? I mean, I know you mentioned the poor and the rich, but then, sometimes people may say, well, you know what? I've done well financially. I've come to the point in my life where money really isn't an issue. So why else would somebody be interested in being a part of Shop Free Mart?
Well, that's a great question there. It's because of our unique products. Mm-hmm. What really is wealth without health? So even if you're a millionaire, you need to join Shop Free Mart, because, as you know, Shop Free Mart is similar to Sam's Club and Costco in that it's a membership club where you go and shop. With the two clubs I just mentioned, you have an annual fee at the end of the year. And of course, millionaires can pay for that. That's not the issue here. Right. The issue here is that Shop Free Mart is a shopping club. Mm-hmm. It's a club where you go and you buy the products whenever you want it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to wait until the end of the month to purchase your product. You buy it whenever you need, just as you'd walk into a shopping club and buy your products. So if you're a millionaire or you're a poor person or, average, whatever, Shop Free Mart is for you. You need our unique products like the IEE, the Vitalize, the Activate, the hydration drops, the silver, the gold, the copper, the Enviro 360 soap, and I do hope that you always check all these products out that I'm naming to you. Everybody needs these products because they are in their purest form. Absolutely. So that's why Shop Free Mart is for everyone, the rich and the poor. You want to experience good health.
Absolutely. That is so important to understand, because your health is everything. It really is. I would tell you a couple of quick stories. I as most of you know, have been listening to the show, I was in Uganda, Africa for the past couple of weeks, and just got back last week, as a matter of fact. And I was being prescribed high blood pressure medication. I be honest with you, don't take it as I should because I know I've been taking some phenomenal products and really don't think I need it. But again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't like to self-diagnose. However, I left my pills home on this trip, and my wife found out, and she was hysterical. CJ, you have to get your pills. I have to send you, what's the address of the hotel you're at, and so forth. And so I said, my dear, if you send those to me, even by the time they get here, I would be back home. It'll take 30 days to get to Africa. Okay? But my point in telling you this story is that I was fine. I was fine. I had my hydration drops. I kept my body hydrated. I watched what I ate. And I felt good. And I came back, and I was just fine. Another sad story, though, on the other end of this, that she came home the other day and she was very distraught. And she said one of her coworkers, gentleman, I don't know the name, and so I'm not disclosing any personal stuff, but the story is relevant. 52 years old. She spoke to him a day or two before he went home. He worked out of state, and she found out he was not able to make it back to work the next day because he had a massive heart attack and did not make it. He was suffering from other ailments, and I think it was diabetes, some other things. But my point is at 52 years young. Now, I don't know if he was taking Shop Free Mart products like the hydration water, like the IE, like the magnesium, which helps with the heart and those kinds of things, the Ciaga, all those products that are wonderful products. But what if he had been told about this wonderful company and these products prior to being in this situation, and maybe he could have saved his life a little longer to be with his family and his children. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't take your health for granted. Even if you're making money, please take a serious look. Go to www.shopfreemart.com and look at these products. Now, once you do that, please, before you become a free member, contact the person that introduced you to Shop Free Mart and get their username so that you can reward them for sharing this awesome opportunity with them. So again, real quick, I want to just thank MCS Telecom for sponsoring the show. It's being brought to you by MCS Telecom. Finally, no more monthly phone bills. Call over 92 countries. Talk as long as you want, as often as you want, with no additional fees, no contracts, nothing. Just go to www.mcstelecom.com/1452, then html.html. So thank you again, MCS Telecom, for sponsoring us. So Tassel, let's get back to your story. I'm so excited. So, I was looking at your resume, and then part of it said that you're an internet guru. And usually I find that term is referred to the millennials, and I like yourself. I'm a baby boomer. I mean, the reality is that we're baby boomers. We don't have that social media niche that the younger people have, the less seasoned people have, I should say. How did you become an internet guru, and what it is that you do, and what's your passion behind that as far as getting the word out around the world? Tell us a little bit about how you market Shop Free Mart.
Well, that's a great question again. When I left the Cayman Islands in 1998 to join my late husband here, I left the Cayman Islands with 26 years of teaching experience, and then here they started me in Florida with 9. And the salary back home then that was like a child who just left high school,
right.
So I was very distraught there. So having experienced the sweetness of residual income back in the Cayman Islands with the company that I was introduced to there, and I can say Amway because most of us have been in that company there. So with that, I had a why, and my why is this, that I have to make back the income that I left in the Cayman Islands. So I went on the internet myself, and I started searching. No one approached me to join any company. I went and I did the research myself, and having done so, I came across the Ning sites, NING, and that's where I met Kevin here. I was the owner of several social sites, and then Kevin was a member there with me, and then when he started this one, I joined. So I had the experience there. Plus, I used to do a lot of blogging, which I still do, and I learned a number of things, how to, market on the internet. And then my niece, I remember once she said, Aunt Tassel, we are going to start a new social site by the name of Facebook. It's not for business people, but I know you're very excited about that. It's for college students. So I was one of the first members to be on Facebook. And then so I started sharing with people, and I learned from experience that being interested in people, that's the key here.
Right.
So I would reach out to people, and I would make friends with them. I would find out what their needs are. And then, of course, I've done several courses in network marketing. Also, I'm a certified, which I never mentioned before. I'm a certified SEO, and that is search engine optimizer. I can do that. And I also build websites, several things that I really don't do now because I'm focused on building my Shop Free Mart business. So that is how I learned to be the good. Well,
the
I
guru.
don't like to speak myself. This is how I learned to be the person to be able to help others. That's how I see it, helping others. It's not about me, really. I have interest in others, and I want others to experience the success that I'm experiencing. So I would sometimes put myself aside, and I'll reach out and help people. I work with my team very, very closely.
Right.
My phone rings non-stop. And one good thing, too, I want to give credit to my late husband.
Okay.
Many times when we share a network marketing company with others, the husband might say, I have to ask my wife, or vice versa.
Right.
The wife would say, I have to ask my husband.
Right.
But my late husband, he supported me
So
in
important.
everything that I did. Even though he was not part of it, but he encouraged me. He would go to meetings with me. So that also helped me to develop the confidence that I have in building huge organization over the years and even now presently. So that's the way how I achieve these skills, by reaching out to people and just loving people, loving people.
Yes, yes. That is so good.
Go
ahead, I'm sorry.
Love them.
Yes.
Genuinely.
Yes. That is so good to hear from you. That's really, really, really rich stuff. I hope our audience are listening in and taking notes on what you're sharing with us, because I know you are so full of humility. I can sense it. You are the guru. Just accept it, okay? But you know what? You're so intelligent. I mean, I as you were speaking, I said, "Man, I can't call you the jack of all trades. I'm gonna call you the tassel of all trades. And you can do it all, and that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's what keeps you so young and vibrant, is that you have these gifts that you've been blessed with. But the thing is, what I love about what you're saying, Tassel, is that you use them. You don't just keep them to yourself. And the word that keeps popping up in my head as you're speaking is the word relationship. And you seem like you have been able to harness that ability to build relationships, not just face-to-face, because obviously you have the ability to do that. And I can sense, and I haven't met you face-to-face yet, I'm looking forward to that day, but I can sense that you have just a persona about you, a presence about you that invites people to get to know you. But you are able to do it online as well and build a huge team just off of Facebook and social media. That speaks volume to who you are. And so I applaud you for that. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a spouse, if you have a wife that's really pushing Shop Free Mart, support them. If you have a husband that's really pushing Shop Free Mart, support them. That is so important in building a business, when you can connect as one and be on the same page, because it really, really makes a difference. Now, Tassel, I do have to ask you to forgive me. Please forgive me. I should have started out this show, this segment, by letting everyone, let the world know that you have accomplished a feat and a goal in Shop Free Mart that most people have not yet. And you have, just this last week, I understand, become a global ambassador. Well, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about that and how you felt achieving that goal and what you did to get there.
Okay. A bit of correction here.
Okay.
It's Crown Ambassador.
Oh my goodness! Please
It's
forgive
a
me,
crown.
Crown Ambassador. Please forgive me. Please
Yes.
forgive me.
Okay. Um, you know, when I first joined Shop Free Mart, I looked at the compensation plan and I also looked at the rank advancement. And
Okay.
that's one of the other reasons why I decided to work this business full time. Being in other companies whereby, let us say you become a director, and the next month, if you don't have the number of volumes to
Right.
stay there, what happens is that you might fall back to a member. But
Right.
when I looked at Shop Free Mart, where you become a, what is it now, diamond, and then
One sale.
next month you're a diamond for life. So I work towards that. I diamond, double diamond, triple diamond. Then we
Ambassador.
have the ambassador, and once I reached there, I looked at the next level, and I worked towards the global, and then now the crown, and I'm looking towards crown too. I'm actually really, really going there because I have overpassed, the number for the crown, and that's my goal. I like to set goals,
Right.
and it has to do with my background in education. That's how students achieve. I said, and it is said that we use only 1/5 of our ability. So if a student is an F student, I know as a teacher that student can be a C. So the same thing with me. If I can be ambassador, I can reach crown. And here's the good news. Each and every one of you listening to me, you can get there too. The key here is to set goals. And don't be distracted. We can be distracted here, there, and everywhere, but let us stay focused. Write down your goals. It's important that you write them down. Don't think them, ink them. Don't think your goals, ink your goals. That means you write them down. When you write them down, there's something magical about writing down your goals. For example, if I get up this morning and I said, okay, I want to enroll 5 people today in Shop Free Mart. I might not achieve that goal, but if I write it down, I'm going to really push to get that. And what happens if I only get one? I've achieved something, whereas if it's in my head, I don't really push for it.
Right.
So that is how I got there. I wrote it down. If you look out, said, okay, by the end, my goal was to achieve Crown Ambassador before the end of this year.
Wow.
And I give glory to God, my maker, because I've achieved that goal. So my next goal, I'm not staying there, is to go to Crown 2. So right now, whatever rank you are at, whatever level you are at, you can get to the next one by writing down your goals and working towards reaching there.
Wow. Thank you. That is so powerful sharing that with our audience. So if you have not signed up as a free member of Shop Free Mart yet, I encourage you to go to www.shopfreemart.com/ and find out the person's username who told you about Shop Free Mart. If you're listening and you were introduced to this by myself, that would be CYRVANT. And Tassel, what is your URL? I mean, your username in case some of your people are listening in.
Okay, my username is Higher Biz Solutions. Higher, as in Tassel Crystal Lane Higher. So it's Higher Biz Solutions.
Higher Biz Solutions, www.shopfreemart.com/ and put in the username. If someone else invited you to this show today and you're watching in for the first time, find out from them what their username and become a free member today. It doesn't cost you anything. So the downside is nothing. The upside is whatever you want it to be. So I just want to, just mention that at the beginning of the show, most of you saw the disclaimer that everything we talked about as far as individuals getting results from using these phenomenal products, individuals that are making financial aspirations come to reality. None of those things are guaranteed. Okay, we don't diagnose or cure or say that these products will do any of those things. What we say, if you use the product, it'll do what the body was designed to do, get the body in position to help itself be strong, build up its immune system, be hydrated, detoxify all of the negative stuff out there so the body can do what it's designed to do. Whatever income, whenever finances and rewards, financial rewards you get will be based on your own efforts. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We're not guaranteeing you anything on here. But so far, I'm sure you can agree. You've heard some great nuggets from our great guest and a guest today, Dr. Tassel Daly, who has shared with us that, it's about building relationships. It's about having that support for one another. It's about setting goals. It's about knowing what you want. And she's come a long way. So if you can have a young lady that's come from a small country compared to the U.S., born in Jamaica, lived in the Cayman Islands, came to this country and be as successful as she has, what's your excuse? Why can't you do it too? So, yes, you have an opportunity to do the exact same thing that she is talking about because the opportunity is there for you as well. So, Tassel, tell me, what do you see moving forward? I know we're going into 2019, and I know, knowing you, especially you confirming it today on this show and getting a chance to interview with you about setting goals. I know you already mentioned that your goal is become a Crown Ambassador too, but what do you see the future looking like for Shop Free Mart as a whole, and why would that be an incentive or an exciting reason for people to really be a part of what we're doing?
I see a bright future for Shop Free Mart with our leaders, Tom and John, and I know that we will be getting many, many new products because the products are what will, push this company. We have great products, and they are constantly adding more products. So I see great future here, and also I see us expanding in numbers. Our members, several of our members, some of our leaders are here, with Quick Getting, Mylan, Wason, and Dolores, and so many. I don't want to start calling names, but every one of you, Coach, Kim, and all the leaders, every one of you, you yourself there, CJ, I enjoy hearing you, doing the calls, and Dr. Wheaton, and the list goes on and on. As we unite, united we stand, but divided we fall. So as we unite together, not about ourselves, but looking at Shop Free Mart as our company and doing our very best to get there, and each and every one of us doing our own little part, not looking at the other person, but looking within ourselves and doing what we have to do. I see a great big future for Shop Free Mart. So let us go and tell everyone we meet and everywhere we go about Shop Free Mart, because Shop Free Mart is for everyone, as I said earlier, and it's for the rich, it's for the poor, it's for the skinny, it's for the fat, it's for everyone.
The healthy,
so
the unhealthy. You are so right. You are so right. As I think about, as you're speaking, I'm thinking of our fearless leader, Mr. John Austin. And I also think about that movie. Remember the movie called Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner? A small little town in Iowa. He kept getting this voice that kept telling him, if you build it, they will come. And I think about Shop Free Mart and how just 2 or 3 years ago, when John Austin was given this vision to really build something big, that he himself, and if you ever have a chance to listen to his vision and what he sees happening for Shop Free Mart in the future, where billions of people are going to be coming in droves and coming in, and we're just at the tip of the iceberg with this. So just being a part of this now is exciting, because we're at the beginning of the genesis of what's going to happen with Shop Free Mart. But his vision of billions of people coming into Shop Free Mart, he didn't know you back then. He didn't know me back then. He didn't know people like Dr. Wheaton, like Mylan Wason, like Dolores and Tracy and Ivor and Earl and I can go and Coach Kim, Coach Pay, all those individuals that are participating, Dick Nutrition in Florida. I mean, there are Elaine Atkinson. My goodness, I can go on and name names and names and name Peters. There's so many people that he did not even know. And so what excited me, if I can have the opportunity to share that about Shop Free Mart, is that I saw something that started by a man just stepping out and saying, yes, I will go after it. I will fulfill the call that you have on my life. I will follow my dreams and my vision. And then things just starting to fall in place. Things just starting to fall in place. People he never knew coming on board. Leaders like you never would know. Doctors, Dr. Gonzalez out of the New York. My goodness sake, when she does a presentation, I don't like missing it because her information is so rich and she speaks from her heart and she speaks from a knowledge that most of us don't have, because you don't find a lot of medical doctors talking about nutrition. But she does because she's experienced it and she knows how well these products work. But my point in saying this is that when you see a man with a vision like that has no clue who's going to be a part of it or how it's going to happen, and you start to see it actually fall in place, you know that you are in the right place at the right time. And so I'm just excited about what Shop Free Mart has to offer, where it's going, and the reality is that this is a worldwide company. And speaking of that, Tassel, I know you have a very, very vast team going with you. Tell us a little bit about your team and how many countries that you have people in, and whether it be second level, third level, down level. Tell us a little bit more about that and how that excites you.
You know, let me tell you here, I'm so excited about each time you ask a question. It gets me excited more. To answer your question, I think I'm in every country. Okay. I think I'm in 120 countries, and my team right now, and I feel very humbled to say this, I personally brought on board 280 members on my first level as I speak here, and I have over 10,000 people in my organization, wait. And I have down maybe to the 20th level, more than that. So hold
that thought for 1 second. Hold that thought for 1 second. Keep your thought. I want to put that in perspective for individuals, okay? If you were to look at our compensation plan, and again, I apologize for interrupting you, but I think this is so important for people to hear. If you just follow our compensation plan, our rewards plan, we introduce a model called the 3x9, okay? And the reason we do it for simplicity's sake, sometimes it doesn't happen just like that, you know, which means all basically is saying if you can only introduce three people who introduce three people who introduce three people all the way down to 9 levels, you will have over 19,000 people in your team, and that has the potential to gross you an income of over $400,000. Now, I'm not going to tell you you're going to do that in a month. I'm going to tell you do it in a year. I'm not going to tell you you're going to do it in 2 years or 3 years. But the question I'm going to ask you is this. How many of you are making over $100,000 every year? What if it took you 4 years to accomplish that goal of filling that 3x9 matrix of over $400,000 in income, that you will be able now to add to whatever it is that you're doing? But more than likely, you'll probably quit your job and just do this full time. But the reality is that the possibilities are there. So when you hear Tassel talking about over 200 individuals that she brought in herself personally, over 10,000, she's well on her way. And trust me, this is so new to all of us, to acquiring that full that whole matrix being filled up and having the ability to do that on a monthly basis. So go ahead and I just had to get that out because I think people need to understand the full potential of what we have in our hands. And so share with us some more about how you're building your team and how that looks.
Yes, and you know, talking about that, and even those of you who are new or those of you who have been there a few months before, I remember earlier this year when my sponsor, Gerald Foster, and he calls me frequently. We talk, we keep in touch, and I encourage that you keep in touch with your upline and your downline. This is very important that you talk with the person that sponsors you, and you also speak with the person that you sponsor. That's how I build my team effectively. And I remember earlier when you said, "Oh, Tassel, I have now 400 members." And I said, "Oh, I have a total of 300. I remember that earlier this year. And when I look at it now, from 300 to over, I'm looking at it right now, 10,500 members. Wow. This can happen to everyone. And also, I remember when I was just on level 3, and I was saying to myself, the bulk of the money is at the bottom. When am I ever going to get there? And of course, the key here is teamwork.
Exactly.
Teamwork is important. Yes, it's great to build wide, but remember, the bulk of the income is at the bottom. So you don't want to go off on your own and say, "I'm doing my own thing." You need to work as a team, and that is how I get there. I work with my team. I look at my downline, and I said, "Okay, this person is now a diamond, so let me work with the diamond so that the diamond can get to a higher rank." I can't overemphasize this. It's very important that we work as a team. That's all. Teamwork.
That's it. And you know what? That's awesome. That is so awesome. As you were talking earlier, when you first looked at the compensation plan, and it didn't really turn you on that first level. That first level, you only have 1%. Second level, 1%. Third level, 2%. That really wasn't that exciting to you until you stopped and figured it out. And I figured it out. You know what? It does exactly what you said, Tassel. Dr. Tassel. It does exactly what you said. It forces you to create that camaraderie and build a team. It's people helping people. Because if you can help your people do the same thing you did, eventually your matrix will be filled. You will have that 9th level filled where you're getting paid 34%. And I really believe that is the genius of this compensation plan. Because when you have people experiencing success, they get excited, and it gives them that exuberance to go and share it with more people, because now they're getting compensated for doing something that they have been doing all along anyhow. Just sharing what they love. The experiences, good experiences that they had, they're sharing with other people. And that's another thing I love about this company is that we're not asking people to become any sales experts. Be that number one salesperson who has all the abilities and the skills, how to handle objections, how to follow up on leads. All we're asking individuals to do, Dr. Daly, is just share the experience that you have. So use the products. You had a great experience, share it. And we do it every day. How many of you that are listening into this program went to a very, very nice restaurant? The food was good. The price was good. The ambiance was excellent. And you went and you shared that with all your friends and your family. Read a great book that brought you to tears, and you shared it with those that you know that love to read. It's just something that we do naturally. And so I love how you have made it so simple for us, for all of our listeners, to understand the simplicity of being a part of Shop Free Mart and how we all can be a part of this. So thank you so much for sharing that. I also want again to thank our sponsor. And I always forget to do this, but you mentioned the name Kevin earlier. I just want to give a shout out to him. He is the founder and the CEO, or the president, or the board of director of GMAP1. My friend Kevin Strata here, but he also.
You said board of director.
Everything. But guess what? He does all the technical work. He's running the controls here and doing his thing. And I just thank him so much for all that he does to make us look good and sound good, and for having you come on here, Tassel. I also want to give a shout out to our new sponsor of the show, MCS Telecom. This show is brought to you by them, and we just want to thank you for sponsoring us, where they say, finally, no more monthly phone bills. If you don't believe me, if you don't understand me, you can go to www.mcstelecom.com/1452 HTML. Let me repeat that, www.mcs.telecom.com/1452.html. They will answer all, that website will answer all your questions. How you can call into 92 countries as often as you want, talk as long as you want. There's no contract. The clarity of the phone call is unbelievable, and you have no monthly phone bills. How many of you would like to do that? So please go and check that website out. Okay, Tassel, my goodness. Wow, how does time fly? We're getting on top of the hour, but I do want to, before you give us some closing remarks, I know we have some other leaders on the call that maybe have a dying question that they want to ask you, because we don't get the chance to hear such a wonderful special guest like you every day. So if we have any other leaders on the call that called in, if you have a question you want to ask Dr. Daly, or just maybe make a comment, I'm going to open up the lines now for you to do that. So if you are on the line and you're with us today, please come on in and share with us.
Hello, CJ.
Hi, is this Dr. Wheaton?
Dan.
Oh, thank you so much for being on the call.
I'm so glad that I logged in and I heard the best promotion of Shop Mart. And I have heard the queen of Shop Mart, Taisol Daly.
That's her new
It is
title.
such a great training.
Yes.
I don't know how people could ever miss this.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Dr. Wheaton, I want to personally thank you, because I've been getting a lot of phone calls in response to your chance when you were here a few weeks ago and you gave a presentation on the products. I've been getting raving reviews on your presentation, and I'm hoping that you will just bless us and come back on going into 2019 and do that presentation again, because people need to know about these wonderful products that Shop Fremont has available to us.
I will, I promise you. And I'm going to give you a much better presentation than the one that I have given.
Oh, I don't know if you can top that, but hey, guess what? Like Tassel Daly always says, set goals. Don't settle where you're at. So I appreciate that so much and look forward to that, Dr. Wheaton. Thank you for being on our show today. Anyone else would like to share a thought or ask a question of Dr. Daly? Well, Tassel, look like everyone is just excited and just in awe of your presentation today. So we've got about 5 minutes before we come to the end of the show. I am so excited. I want to say to all of you that are listening in, again, go to www.shopfreemart.com and find out from the individual that told you about this awesome opportunity. Get their username and become a free member today. I also want to invite you to go to www.200diseases.com, and you would be blessed with a free ebook that tells you all about how you can diagnose what you're going through physically in your health and find out what Shop Fremont products you should use for that night. That is compliments of our very own Dr. Ariston Wheaton. So please go to www.200diseases.com. And I'm going to ask Dr. Wheaton to come back on, because I know he has a radio show that he does on Saturday, and just give a quick shout out and let us know all about how we can be a part of that. Dr. Wheaton, if you're still there, can you tell us a little bit about your show on Saturday?
Yes, I have a show every Saturday at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and this is in compliments of one of my best friends, Peter Mingles. Of that radio show. And you can access that at 1-347-237-4097. There is no PIN code.
Okay.
1-347-237-4097. Every 2 o'clock p.m. Saturdays. And that has been going on since I met my friend Peter Mingles more than 5 years ago.
Wow.
And every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Now I am presenting an overview of Shop Free Mart. So I invite you to log in and bring your friends.
Yes.
Let them listen, and they can also listen to a brief overview. Actually, it's about more than 30 minutes
Okay.
presentation of Shop Free Mart. So
Beautiful.
I would like to invite you,
Yes.
and we can share Shop Free Mart to the whole world,
Absolutely.
because this is really very exciting. It has become my mission in life,
Yes.
and I call it my magnificent obsession.
There
Thank
go.
you very much, DJ.
Thank you so much. Again, that number is 1-347-237-4097. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, you get to hear from the great Dr. Awitan. Tassel,
Yes.
you have blessed us today. I am so excited just listening to all the things that you shared with our audience today. And trust me, I have been taking notes. I'm going to sit down with my wife today, and this evening we have our date night. Every Tuesday night we go on a date, and we're going to talk about supporting each other and just taking that to another level, and just building those relationships and setting our goals and all those things that you shared with us. I want you to take these last couple of minutes, Tassel, Dr. Daly, and let us know of anything that you're doing that's special or coming up, or if nothing else, any parting words of wisdom you'd like to give to our audience. And I want to give you the platform to go ahead and do that right now.
Okay, thank you so much. I build my Shop Free Mart business mostly on social media, Facebook especially. For the coming year, I will be doing a number of home visits or home training or home parties, whatever you want to call it. That is working away from the computer. Not that I'm not going to be doing that, but
Right.
this is important too. The personal touch I'll be building in my area. I will be, having my members here locally to do parties, and then they would encourage me or invite me there to share with them, because that is very effective too.
Yes.
I know that Dolores and Marlon and Tracy, they do a similar thing there in Tennessee,
Right.
and I would encourage each and every one of you listening to me to use that form also, not only social media, but locally. This is a very powerful way to build your Shop Free Mart business, because you are seeing the person, you are seeing the people in person, one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat and dine together.
Right.
You can socialize and really build a strong team that way. So that is something I want to add here, so that others can and take advantage of local meetings.
Right.
And to close off, I really want to invite everyone at the sound of my voice to get back to the person who invited you to this radio and TV show today, and let them know that you want to open a free account with Shop Free Mart. And once again, I want to thank you, Mr. Jervis, for inviting me to be on your show today, and it's my pleasure to be here. I just enjoy every moment of it. Thank you, everyone. And I just want to wish everyone a safe and a blessed holiday.
Yes. Well, the pleasure was all mine, Dr. Daly. Having you on here was a treasure. And I'm sure that this broadcast is going to be shown on YouTube. So if you want to refer people to hear this who maybe weren't able to get on at this time because of their work schedule or whatever, or the time of day it is in their country, you can send an email out to them and tell them to go to YouTube and look up GMAP1 and just curse it down until they see the show with Tassel Daly, and they can hear your show all over again. I want to thank you so much. You are wonderful. I look forward to next year. By the way, I'm getting ready to start my home show, really actual local meetings here in the Waukegan and the Chicago area as well. So thank you for that nugget. I'm going to make sure one of these days maybe I can invite you all the way from Florida to come up here, not in the winter, to be a guest speaker at one of my meetings, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into our show. I hope you were blessed as I was. We had our wonderful guest, Dr. Tassel Daly, with us here today, and we thank you for all our other leaders that have tuned in. Dr. Wheaton, thank you for sharing. We look forward to our next show, live January 8th. We will be back here, but again, we will be broadcasting pre-recorded shows on the 25th and also on the 1st of the year. I want to finally thank my sponsor, MCS Telecom. Finally, no more monthly phone bills. Call over 92 countries, and those number of countries are growing every day. Talk as often as you want, as long as you can. Go to www.mcstelecom.com/1452.html. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful Christmas holiday. Happy New Year. God bless you. May all your dreams come true. Let us go there and not just make a living, but make a difference. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.